Hey guys, before I take you to today's content, I want you guys to take advantage of our Pro Web Legal Services Initiative that we have going on right now in the second quarter of 2024. What is that? Well, it's a website that you get 100% full-blown website with 1 year maintenance, comes with SSL certificate, hosting, etc., all for 50% less than the normal cost. This offer used to be $4,500. We're now giving it to you for $2,250, 100%, no strings attached. All you have to do is go to the show notes right now and click on the link where it says Pro Web Legal, and you'll get all the information. So until then, enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms, the podcast that provides you with all the latest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are looking to substantially increase your caseload in the next 6 months, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. Today I want to talk to you about a couple of mistakes that I've been seeing. I think I'm going to start doing a couple of these in between my interviews with the professionals and the attorneys. I want to do a couple of these because I am seeing an uptick, unfortunately, of several of these mistakes. Before I get with today's content, though, I do want to apologize if you guys hear a humming sound in the background. Came to the studio today to record my episode here, as I always do. So I want to deliver these things every Wednesday to you. And the groundskeepers outside here decided to start doing some not leaf blowing. I really don't know what they're doing. They're blowing some kind of things. It looks like they did some clippings. It's in the springtime here in the East Coast, and a lot of clippings and all that stuff, and they're just making a hell of a noise. So if you can hear that, I apologize in advance. Anyway, without further ado, let's go over today's content. I want to talk to you about a huge mistake that I've been seeing, and I've been not been seeing, mostly hearing from people that I'm working with in terms of measuring the data or misunderstanding data measurements. Let's just call it like that, because measuring data has nothing to do with just looking to see how many people called you, or looking to see, how many visitors are you getting per week or whatever. Yes, that's a small part, but if that's all you're looking at, just, I guess, to see if it's an increase in traffic, I get it. But you want to go a little deeper than that. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about understanding data measurements, okay? Because it's very, very, very important for you to grasp it, because that's how you're going to know whether, that's how you're going to know how to pivot, if you will, if you need to, as the data's coming in from your reports, whether you're doing it yourself or you're outsourcing it to someone else. Understand the data is so important. From a marketing standpoint, especially a digital marketing standpoint, I can't tell you how important that is. So let's go over the things that you should be analyzing, other than just how many people visited you on a week or how many phone calls you got. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The more important thing about that data is visitor behavior. Where did they come from? How long are they staying on your page? And when they do stay on your page, where do they go? Where do they normally land? Like, for instance, if are they really engaging with your content? And you'll know this based on how long they're on the page, obviously. That's called engagement data. Okay. So if you are looking at your reports and your reports don't have any of this information to you, then the reports, unfortunately, mean nothing. So first of all, you can use any tool you want, but use Google Analytics because it's free. But you have to configure it properly so that it gives you the reports you're seeking. Tie it to your Google Tag Manager. There's certain ways of doing it, but that's a very important tie right there. Your Google My Business GA4, the new version, tie it to Google Tag Manager, and you can configure it in a way where you can give you the reports that you really need. But there are other tools out there that give you the same thing, and quite frankly, less complicated than Google Analytics. But if you're not a marketer, which you're probably not, then it means nothing to you. I mean, why make the expense? Why have the monthly expense? It doesn't mean anything because Google Analytics is free. Anyway, as we move on, I wanted to also let's dive deep into the visitor behavior, because we want to know when they, let's say they land on a blog, if the natural behavior of that person is going to a phone call or filling out a form. Now you know that your blogs are working. Okay. Another thing is take notice if let's say you combine your blogs with video, because sometimes people have a video of a short description of what they're about to read, and then people read on it, or they have bulleted version of the blog post in video, and then they go on to read. That happens as well. So if you notice that whenever you have the video there, they tend to take more action, that's some tips that you can use as to to further enhance or optimize your results. Or vice versa. It could be the opposite. Maybe they take action when there isn't a video. You never know, So, but the point is that you have to track it. How are they getting to your contact page or your, schedule an appointment page or whatever? Or how are they getting to the call? What are the natural steps of your seeing that's actually a pattern? Because whatever that pattern is something that's getting them to that page. Maybe it's the keywords or whatever. You want to double down on whatever it is that's helping you produce the results that you're getting. Okay, so that's visitor behavior. Very important that we understand that, we analyze it, and then we double down to make sure that we duplicate the results. Another thing is, how is the content generating engagement? How long are they on the page? Here's the rule of thumb. If they're 3 minutes or more on pages, it's generating engagement. Okay? that they're doing something. Now, if they're 3 minutes or more on the page and then they're taking an action, not only is it you're getting engagement, there's also results coming from it. Okay? Are you tying your blog posts, let's say, or your videos to your social media content? Very important, because we want to measure those results. We want to measure, if they're coming from social media in the first place, or if the behavior is dictating that from your blog post, they're going to your social media. to check you out on social, because that's going to tell you, oh, I need to put more content out on social media, right? So all of these things is what I mean by measuring data, because it helps you with your marketing endeavor. Period. Because the behavior of the client, of your potential clients, is so paramount to your success. Is unbelievable. Now, and again, I'm talking strictly about organic traffic. I'm not talking about paid traffic. That's a total different animal. I'll probably do a podcast episode on that in and of itself. Here, I'm talking about organic traffic, content marketing. How are the people behaving when they get to you? What are their actions? Because whatever that is, you want to double down. Now, let's talk about content creation as a whole. Content creation is very, very, very key. And it's but more importantly is how you're creating the content, or what content you're creating, or what content you're sending out. So I've been seeing, I don't know why this is my guess is because people are seeing other attorneys doing this, I guess, because it is an increase in it. You don't want to overtly push your services. Okay. You don't, basically what I mean by this is you don't want to sell with content. Content is for helpful and informative information only, because the theory behind that is that your content is so informative and is so helpful that it will eventually turn into business. Now, again, and I'm going to repeat myself, I've said this many times, content marketing is not the fastest form of getting results. Content marketing is something that you should do as as an add-on. I totally go with paid media, go with Facebook ads, go with Google ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, whatever, for that immediate satisfaction. But when you want to get that gold mine client, or gold mine clients, plural, because there'll be more and more coming as you get into that role, this is the way you get them. Okay. Outside of referral marketing, because referral marketing is the best. I mean, that's the best. But outside of that, content marketing is a very close second, because the people feel like they know you. That's how much content you have out there. And that's how, and as long as they're finding the content, which of course we have to get them there, and we'll teach you ways to do that. These leads are just as good as that, because they already know you. So you want to, with content creation, you want to create, you want to provide insights to your client. You don't want to boast. Never boast. That's when I hear, when every time I hear someone says, "Oh, well, Frank, I tried content marketing and it doesn't work." The first thing I ask is, "Well, how long you were doing it?" And most of the times they're not doing it long enough. If they say, "Oh, I tried 2-3 months, nothing happened," that's not enough. This is a long game. Okay. So you definitely want to keep that long. The second thing I've noticed is, let's say they say that, and there's not, and they have been long. There's nothing but a sales pitch on it. You got to come into the office today to get this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. People get turned off by that. But if you provide them with valuable information on a consistent basis, you will see the floodgates open. Again, you have to be patient with content marketing. It doesn't turn around. It's not as quick, as we would like. Everyone would like something to be a turnkey system. That it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But it is a great, great, great way of providing providing you with strong clientele that will not only will be huge referral sources for you in the future. So with that, I'm gonna put an end to this episode. I know it's been it was a very short episode, but that's really what I wanted to talk about, because I've been seeing an influx in these type of things. These are mistakes that I've been seeing out on the interwebs, as I like to call it, and I don't want you to continue doing it. If you would want us to take a look at the way you are working your business from a digital marketing perspective, just give us a call, 888-416-7752. You can send us an email at info@lbmsllc.com, and we'll be happy to take a look at your marketing. So with that, I'm going to put an end to this episode. This has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care, folks, and bye for now. See you next week. Peace out!
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Law Firms, the podcast that provides you with all the latest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you would like to know more about the topic we discussed on the show today, reach out to Frank and his team at 888-416-7752 and schedule a discovery call with one of the marketing consultants. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, send an email to podcast@lbmsllc.com and we will put you on the schedule. With that being said, until next week, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.